So here we are, 2024, and Fourgate's first release here in 2024 is going to be batch number 29, their Triple Oak Whiskey. It's coming in at 107.6 proof, has a mash bill of 88% corn, 11% rye, 9% malted barley. So an extremely high corn mash bill on this one. It's age stated as 7 years old and comes in right around that typical $200 price point. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one a little bit closer. So as you can see, a lightish copper type of color on that, moving the whiskey around the glass a little bit. Again, pretty decent oils, legs really kind of showing up well on the glass there as well. So immediately I'm getting this candied green apple note. Fantastic baking spices on this, even with it being high corn. A little bit of like a candy corn kind of aspect to that. A little bit of a pie crust. Maybe a light chocolate note, really nice cinnamon on that. Medium oak. It doesn't, even with the name Triple Oak, it's not giving me this huge amount of oak presence on this one. Really nice kind of like light to maybe medium brown sugars. There is some confectionery sweetness to this one. Maybe a slight nutty characteristic on this. More importantly, let's see what the first release of 2024 and batch 29's Triple Oak from Fourgate is going to taste like. Cheers. All right, so interesting. I'm getting now on the palate, my first reaction is a caramel covered green apple. Wasn't picking up a lot of the caramel notes on the nose. Very quickly follow incredible spice on this one. Lots of baking spice, maybe a little hint of like a black pepper. Again, more of that kind of candy corn, pie crust kind of notes. So it is hitting you right away with that kind of green apple, spice, a little bit of black pepper, kind of candy corn aspect that it has going on. Again, a little bit of that pie crust, pretty decent mouthfeel. A little bit of creaminess that it has to it. But again, the thing that is continuing to linger is that caramel covered green apple. Fantastic spice on this one as well. And maybe some of that kind of like vanilla sweetness. I'm gonna kind of combine that with the like pastry notes that it has to it. Slight nutty characteristic. Again, some of those light cinnamon notes, but heavy spice lingering throughout. This is not a typical Fourgate profile in my mind. This is something that I think they're trying to introduce or do something a little bit different. And it's showing that. Again, with that high corn mash bill, it's something a little bit different. And again, with the Triple Oak, that's something different where you're introducing several different finishing aspects to this one. It's one thing I've always applauded Fourgate is their ability to do some different things. And that's, again, one thing where I think a lot of the things that they do are absolutely fantastic, and it's nice to get a little outside the box, and I think they've definitely done that with their Triple Oak whiskey here. So again, for me, something very different from Fourgate. If you're a Fourgate fan, it's going to be something you're more than likely going to really enjoy, and it's adding something different to your Fourgate portfolio. And if based on what it is that I've described, it sounds like something that you'll really enjoy, again, I think you're going to. I think their attention to detail, their passion, their high quality that they continuously pump out is again reflecting, in this bottle. Again, I don't want to say this is something typical from Fourgate because it's not in my opinion. But again, I think you're going to appreciate what it is that they're doing with this release. So there you have it. This is their batch 29, their Triple Oak whiskey. Again, coming in at 107.6 proof. Mash bill again was 88% corn, 11% rye, 9% malted barley. So again, a slightly different mash bill that we're not necessarily accustomed to seeing from Fourgate. It is age stated as 7 years old, and it's coming in at right around that $200 price point. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. And again, you know my love for Fourgate. I'm gonna always support what it is they're doing. Really, truly appreciate their transparency, the people behind it. It makes it extremely easy to support a brand like that. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to follow me, you can on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those places at My Bourbon Journey. If you'd like to help support the channel and become part of the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club, make sure you check out the Patreon link in the description below. That down there along with other great things for you as well. So with that being said, remember, it's about the journey and not the destination. Cheers.